med packs. I wonder if I can buy more ammo.
Welcome to the land, medical. Welcome to... Well, you certainly come to the right...
Med pack. Trauma pack. Alright. Okay, got what I need.
May you remain in good health.
I need ammo.
There's something to be said for brand loyal. There's nothing. Please, take a look.
Okay. Alright. Let's see, favorite. Where do we want to put this? I don't think we're going to need the cutter. Maybe hit SSN after the fact.
If you have another story for me?
I was there at the big battle between Sisters and Crimson Fleet.
Is doing what
Of course you were. Why wouldn't you be? I swear you're either a trouble magnet or something. So, Sistef finally, and against all odds, really triumphed against the Crimson Fleet. In their own backyard, no less. How were you involved?
I was working undercover for Sistef, and I brought the fleet down from the inside.
So what do you do for an encore? So, the Vigilants went toe-to-toe with everything the Crimson Fleet could throw at them. And somehow, almost miraculously, they captured the key. The key itself. I've confirmed that with many sources. Anything to add?
This part of the team that actually captured the key. Sistef captured treasure trove and left the Crimson Fleet vulnerable.
Someone seriously owes you a beer. Hell, a keg. You have to feel good about how everything turned out. Commander Ikande is being hailed a hero. And Sistef's popularity is at an all-time high. Your thoughts?
Sistef was successful in finally righting the wrongs of the past. Commander deserves those accolades. It's an honor to work with him. He didn't triumph alone. I was instrumental in the victory at the key. Yes.
I will make sure the story emphasizes that. People need to know that.
Yep.
And that's all I need. You really do lead an extraordinary life.
Yeah.
And as a, well, possibly embarrassing personal note, thank God for you. When you first walked into my office, I had no idea you would be at the center of so much. And I get the feeling you're not sharing everything.
I doubt you believe everything I've seen and done.
I might surprise you, but I understand. I talked with the editor, and he authorized a special bonus for someone who's worked with us so long. And maybe one day, years from now, you can fill me in on the stories you didn't want broadcast. Take care, Constellation.
Alright, yeah. Finish that one out. Well, I had to tell her, Barrett. Let's go. Run, Barrett, run! Hurry! Hurry! I'm gonna leave you behind, buddy! Man, he's booking it. Hey. He puts in the effort. Let's go. Yeah, I really should try to talk to her and see what she has to say. Let's go see her. I wonder if she's in here. Let's see.
Breathe in that technically suitable air.
Okay. I don't know. She might be here. I mean, it's fine for now. But yeah, I definitely want to talk to her. See what she thinks. She's very judgmental. Oh well. Bit of a waste, but whatever. The beast. Okay, so missions, where are we at? We gotta go. Huh. Alright, let's go to Worlds Apart. Carnate 3? Okay. Figure the confrontation should not take too long. There you are.
We could unleash scientists on these temples for decades and still only scratch the surface.
Going, Barrett? Man, sure it's taking a while. Barrett? Barrett! Wow, okay. We teleported.
Well, this is it. There's no turning back now.
Unless that's your power. You can do this, Barrett. I'm here with you.
You being here is the only thing that's forcing me to maintain my normal posture. Truth is, I was fine until there was a mention of anomalies. Apparently, Vladimir was getting readings from multiple locations. It's only from observing the data that the coordinates seem to settle.
So, Schrodinger's temple.
And I'm the cat. Let's hope our observations don't end up with me getting poisoned. All right, then. There's no use worrying about things we can't control. Onward to whatever comes next.
Okay. Temple Sigma.
Oh, this is it. Started digging at some old things, just sort of reminiscing. I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
I hope that was a comfort.
It was surreal, honestly. So most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life. But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that.
Interstellar communication isn't always reliable.
True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted. Well, Vasco helped me decipher it. Turns out the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
Must have been difficult to hear. What was the message?
He said they were going to destroy his life if he didn't leave the planet now. Then he asked me to help clear his name. Said they had a case against him. Oh, he sounded so upset.
Must have been difficult to hear.
Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
Framed for what?
Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail.
Who is that?
His former employers had some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company.
This recording is 20 years old.
It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong. right? So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here, see what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor. I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
You gonna give me another side quest? Pay the credit here.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him. Even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
If Harlan was upset, then it must be important.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus.
Who?
Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm ready for this, but I'm doing it. See you later.
Okay. You gonna do it?
No matter what, he's okay. Right.
I see stars.
Just look at this place.
Hello,
Incredible.
universe. This is Barrett, returning your call.
What in the... Who in the... Whoa. Hello, handsome.
What?
You got to be joking. Nope. Okay. Skipping the initial shock of it all. Agreed. Not worth it. Forming a hypothesis.
One of you explain what happened here.
Molecular binary schism? Temporal twinning? Group hallucination? Don't forget the fluctuations in the energy patterns, which align almost deterministically. Harmonized vibrations, distorting some mechanical barrier between neighboring universes? Impossible to know with such a minute subset of readings. We need more data. Obviously.
What should we call the other Barrett?
I'll be Barrett Prime. Amundsen is fine. Usually the barrier between us is too thick to communicate much anyway. Amundsen? Now I know you're not me. Hey, one of us has to keep it classy.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Welcome aboard.
Whoa there. Sustaining this connection requires a lot of concentration. Is this permanent? You will eventually monitor the energy fluctuations and agree. But no, this is unusual. I could study this forever. Irvin told me to just enjoy it and collect data on the side for later. And I'm glad I did. Irvin? He's with you. He's... okay? By the tone of your voice, I'm gathering some things in our lives might be a bit different. Is he happy? Yes, he is. Our daughter pilots the ship after Vasco was destroyed. But otherwise, we've survived the war well.
The war?
Going on 20 years now. But we're starting to turn the tide. Imagine all of the variations. It's endless.
Daughter?
Amazing. Sounds like you don't have a daughter here, I take it. No. We talked about it, but no. We named her after Aja, my mentor. She died in the crossfire between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective decades ago. For me, Irvin died instead of Aja in that crossfire. She's best friends with Cora, and she's smart as hell. Of course she is.
Oh no, Vasco.
Oh, man. I only hope the new one we're building is just as salty as the last one.
Salty. Erlin's alive?
It's been so long. The horror of the infinite is the inclusion of the unimaginable. I promise. He's happy. We're happy.
Things sound very different from where you're from.
I have so many questions. I wonder how many paths I've taken. We've taken. How many variations. How many ended with heartache and how many with joy. I think about that all the time. Wait. What's that noise? Starborn ship.
Barrett's getting ready to fight.
We can handle this. On it.
Done.
Something happened. I can't hold on to you. I'm struggling. Being pulled through the barrier. This is probably it, friends. Amundsen? Cherish every moment with them.
I already do, my friend. I promise.
Wow, that's cool.
So look, for the record, I am the same Barrett that came here with you. For sure. I think.
Trust me, I noticed.
Could you imagine if I just kept pulling other Barretts into existence? Forever? An entire universe full of me.
Oh god. That doesn't seem possible.
True. How would I stand out in a crowd made entirely of myself anyway? Anyway, it's a relief, you know. I have this ability, this power, and I'm still just me. Just regular Barrett. And I already feel like it's subsiding. I no longer feel like I'm in a huge crowd.
Seems useful.
I thought so too. Other me, other Barrett, seemed like he was able to handle himself well in that fight. Anyway, we'll see. If the other me gets in the way, I can just release him or stop using the power entirely. For now, I just need to use this power a bit and digest what all has happened.
Use your power when you want to, Barrett. Do you want to talk about Edwin?
I lost my Irvin. I know that.
Yeah.
I wish beyond anything that he appeared in that temple instead of me. But it helps to know there's an Irvin out there somewhere living a life full of love with someone like me. I can move forward with that thought in my heart.
Use your power when you want to, Barrett.
That's pretty exhausting, really. So I might only do it when I feel like we could use backup. For now, anyway.
Okay. probably get those last bit of temples.
Hey, you might want this.
Temple only gets the end battle. I need to start my... Yo.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Alright. Vladimir, get the temple. That'll finish that out. And we'll go get that power and then finish this out.
Spend so much time looking at the scans. I can see star systems. Oh, the
Temple.
eye's showing signs over another one of those.
Okay. Cool. Thanks. Let's see here. Should get Andreja.
Ah, hello, ship. This place needs more.
Wonder. Can I get Andreja on here? Crew. Why? Go. Let's see if she's on there.
You might want this.
Ah, hello.
Hey.
In the end, you chose the UC over the Crimson Fleet. Do you believe that was the right choice?
couldn't bring myself to side with the pirates.
I can respect that. I am no supporter of the United Colonies, but I also could not bring myself to side with the fleet and what they represent. Did getting that close to Delgado and the fleet make it difficult at all? It can be harder to act against someone once you get to know them.
Never happy to betray someone who's counting on me.
Nor do I think you should be, but in this case, I believe you made the right call. They were pirates after all.
Yes.
It would be foolish to think, though, that we have seen the last of the Crimson Fleet. We may have eliminated the leadership, but there are many more pirates out there.
Yep, and you didn't get rid of Neveo. There will always be people desperate enough to resort to piracy.
That is true. Life has not suddenly been made easier for everyone, despite our recent victory. For now, you should enjoy your hard-earned victory. You have done a service for all of the settled systems.
Mm-hmm. Anything else to say?
What is it? Is something amiss? I look forward to it.
You two go on. I have academic journals to review, and the galaxy's cheesy as hoagie to devour.
An interesting mix of activities. I hope they are both enjoyable.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
No, you're good. You coming? Going awful slow, Andreja. There you go.
It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories.
I'm here if you need someone to listen. Here if
Thank
you gotta
you.
listen.
That means a great deal to me. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems. There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends.
What do you mean by promised?
It describes the people of House Vaarun. We who have been promised to serve the Great Serpent now and forever. In exchange, he promises to care for us when he returns to his domain.
You sound surprised.
Yes, very. It was not what I was expecting. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter, for they are lost. Their fate is fixed and grim. And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Vaarun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them.
This has been terrible.
It was. In ways I did not understand at the time. And so it has bothered me ever since. It was so sudden.
Yep.
We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And Zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. But I left them Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them.
You never checked up on them?
No. I told myself it's because I never had the time, but in truth, I was scared of what I'd find.
If they're half as strong as you, they would have gotten by.
I have no doubt they were resourceful. Still, how badly were their lives damaged by that moment? In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side.
If it'll ease your mind, fine, I'm in.
I am not sure I will find any comfort in it, but I think it is important nonetheless. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City.
No, side quest.
That is where I
Ah, Lord. She's undismissible. We're gonna have to run a long stream tonight. Good gosh. I want this done. We're so close.
Can you imagine how long this has been here?
A long time.
Need a moment to walk that off?
No, I have things. Where's it at? PSI. Stop. Alright. Let's see. Overwhelming! Andreja's getting sucked in! Oh no! Ooh, that's a little different. The last one.
My people know nothing of this. Perhaps now is not the time, but... Now you'll bleed. Not the best you can do. Don't finish! way to kill you. You're gonna take more than that! I've got you!
Ah.
Are you ready to die?
Where's he at?
Yes, we are triumphant. It is a good day, yes?
Straight gear.
I am only... Very good.
Let's see. Top it. Let's go. Alright, so I think we have the last power. We go handle this thing with Andreja, and then go fight the Inbot. I have a feeling it's just walking in the game. Try to get this thing. What's for the last artifact, so... Who knows what kind of storyline you get with this?
The city rather well. Perhaps better than I would like.
I should take the opportunity to get some ammo on the way out. Maybe some med packs. I don't know.
If you're here about the blood stain,
He is not here.
when I get to it.
I am disappointed, but relieved somehow.
So we should try somewhere else?
No. This is the only place he would be. I know him well enough to know that. Someone here must know more. We should inquire about him.
Okay.
Yes, Aggies. I have spent far too much time here.
Tougher than you can
I
In front,
do
Aaron
not.
Best.
You ain't here looking for Erin. She is.
Hello, Aggie. I was unsure whether you would remember me. It has been a long time.
I ain't likely to forget you anytime soon.
Is there a problem?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the one blundering in here with her in tow, asking questions.
Don't worry about her. You're dealing with me.
Don't try to play tough with me. I ain't got the time or the patience for it. She didn't ruin Aaron's life enough the first time, huh? Back for more?
Ruined his life? How dare you?
Did she tell you what she did to him? How she left him bleeding on some godforsaken rock in the middle of nowhere?
We're trying to make up for things.
Forgive me if I don't take you at your word. Aaron sat in that corner for years, scared of his own shadow, convinced the damn zealots were coming back to finish the job. The few credits he had to rub together that didn't get spent on drink, he spent on setting himself up someplace where they couldn't find him. Wouldn't trust anyone that walked through the door. Only ever talked to me when he was drunk enough.
I'm sorry, no one deserves to love like that.
Look, I've seen all kinds of sad sacks over the years. Most of them brought it on themselves. He was no different. Got himself in over his head, mixed up in something he shouldn't have been. Still, not pretty to watch the slide down afterwards.
Yeah.
Aaron ain't been in here for almost a year now. Showed up one day saying he'd gone and got himself set up on Hyla too, thanking me for letting him stay here so often. It was the closest I'd seen him to happy in I don't know how long. And that was it. Never came through the door again.
Did he ever mention me?
You mean, did he blame you? That's what you want to know. I know guilt when I see it. Don't try and deny it.
Fine. Did he blame me?
No. Believed you were one of the good ones, right up until the last time I talked to him. Me? I don't think your kind has good ones.
My kind?
I know what you are. You take your holier-than-thou bullshit and your great serpent and shove them.
You dare insult me like this when I have come to you asking for help. I should kill you where you stand.
Let's just calm down. We're not here to hurt you.
Fine. Fine. Let us leave this place at once.
Well, this has been so much fun. You see Aaron, you tell him I got a bottle of his favorite stashed away if he ever shows up again. But honestly, I'm hoping he doesn't.
Yeah, I got you.
If you're looking for a weapon, I've got you. Sure, Laredo makes...
Let's see what you got.
We have something to go on, at least. I am grateful that you showed some compassion, despite that woman's attitude. I do not have your patience.
I hear that a lot in my life. It was the truth, nothing more, nothing less. It just seemed like the right thing to say. It was the truth, no more, no less.
And yet it is my past we are trying to clear up. That is... It means a lot. I'm eager to reach Hyla too, and speak to Aaron. Perhaps there is something we can do to help him. Provide him a sense of safety. Goodbye.
Okay.
For now.
Everyone, I'll say right up front that if you're short on... Take a gander.
Okay. There was an ability or something that just lets you just run uncontrollably, or if there was a special trait that if you run everywhere it allows you to like not be fixated.
There's a satisfying moment. Return to your ship.
Go. If you're enjoying what you like, give me a follow. Got one last mission before we take on the two Starborn lords and ladies in this game. Trying to make Andreja feel good about herself, I guess. Leaving behind a comrade. Hopefully it shouldn't take long.
We should be on our guard here. If we could detect the camp from orbit, it means others could too. And I have no idea what fortifications he may have. When we arrive, would you let me speak to him first? I think that is important right now.
That's fine. I'll let you do the talking.
Thank you. From what Aggie said, it sounds like he has been rather paranoid for years now. That, too, I fear, is my fault.
Yep.
Let us
Well,
proceed slowly
not
and
100%.
carefully. I do not want to antagonize him.
Alright, let's go break down his camp. Yeah.
You cannot escape judgment. I can smell your sin. I will find you.
Really, will you now?
The heathen has escaped, but in time, they'll pay. Not bad. Throwing a grenade!
We have incoming!
I have promised! The servant will have you!
God.
Ha! Trouncing's vessel has been lost!
You know what? I got something special for you. Let's go.
I thought I saw something. I need to be sure.
Okay. You gonna crawl like that? What are you doing, Andrea? What are you doing? Have you turned into a crab? I don't think it's required of you to do that.
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Well, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jada Wong. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing.
Aaron, I know the last few years have been tough. I know you think you should hide away from the world, but you can't do that. You lost many good people, and the monsters that are responsible are still out there. Their fake sacred god won't punish them for what they did, but someone has to, so it's gonna be me. I've joined the UC Vanguard. I know you'll tell me that's risky, what with our past, but it turns out it's not a problem. Remember how we used to joke about them being so lax about patrols? Or about patrolling? Turns out that working for the background checks too, and when I find those zealots, I'm gonna have UC backing me up. They're not getting away, and once I got my hands on them, we can find out if they heard this Thomas Sakar you mentioned. I'll send word over.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally. You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jada was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way.
She's gotta be crazy going after zealots like that. If she went hunting zealots, what are the odds she's still alive? She's pretty determined.
She has been for as long as I have known her. Jada was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot, and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement, how she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it.
Okay.
Aaron was composing a reply to Jada, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him.
You think he knew something we don't?
Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar Kadik.
Well, that's certainly a name I don't know. You know that name, though, don't you?
Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Vaarun. From him, I have received my orders. And he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Vaarun. And I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Aaron should never have heard of him.
Should not have. If you know where he is, let's go ask him what's going on. Sounds like someone hasn't been telling you everything.
Perhaps. He could have reached out directly, but that would be a surprising breach of protocol.
Okay.
We must first make sure that Jada is safe.
Okay.
And perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Okay. Good. Take off.
Approaching vessel. Docking approved.
Either she is here, or someone will know where we can find her. She is still alive.
Don't see new faces around here very often.
I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to believe.
Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Reina Marquez. I head up the Vanguard station here. Good to see another Vanguard pilot. You assigned here, or just passing through?
Just looking around.
Right. Okay. Good. Was afraid I'd gotten another transfer without any warning. Nothing against you personally, of course. I'd just like to know who I'm responsible for before they show up on my doorstep.
I understand.
You need anything? Say the word. We're short on luxuries here, but for a fellow Vanguard, I'll do what I can to help.
Looking for Jada Hong.
Huang? Really? There are at least 3 other pilots based out of here I'd expect to receive complaints about first. Before we get started, I have to inform you there's a formal review process for the Vanguard, so don't expect any action for a while. Okay? Now, what is the nature of your complaint?
I'm not here to complain. I just need to talk to her.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Force
Force
of habit,
of habit.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Jada isn't here. Hasn't been here in a while. In fact, she's following up on some sensitive information. I'm not sure I should disclose any more than that.
I know she is after. I have information that can help her.
It's not something I can just blurt out.
I know you'd like to help me if you could.
Sorry, but I can't.
Sorry, I'm not trying to make trouble. I just want to talk through this.
Look, I'd like to help, but
what I asked for is completely reasonable.
I think you may be right. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Jada came in a bit ago, all fired up over some hot lead. She's been focused on Zealots ever since she was assigned here, but this was a whole other level. She was headed out to Groombridge to track them down. Never seen her so fixated. And if you know Jada, that's saying something. If you're headed out that way, be careful. Wouldn't surprise me if she's getting into all kinds of trouble. Take care.
Well, that was quick. That was quick in and out. Let's go.
Any adventure you can fly away from is...
A good one.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I'm here with Andreja. I've been looking for you.
You're what? You've got to be kidding me. You show up here now of all times? Shit. I've got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight.
Yeah, I'm good. Seriously? So, with 61, we start out. Barrett wants to go to the last temple that we're going to get a power, and he wants to get one too. So we go along with it. It's interesting. And of course, now there's two Barretts, multiverse of Barretts. Whoa. It's kind of interesting, kind of a sciencey thing. You know, nothing too crazy, but interesting nonetheless. And then that resolves his stuff kind of going on. And then we start in with Andreja and her stuff. She had a group of people when she was a smuggler that got attacked by zealots, and it's being her alive, whatever happened to him, because she kind of ran and never checked back, which is kind of bad. So we're looking into that as it is. You know, are we going to find who we need to? You know, I don't know. Let's wait and see. But if you like what you saw, please give me a like and a subscribe. And, of course, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 9:30 at twitch.tv/GameWithMagus. I also stream on Kick and on Rumble. And, of course, you should be following me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you know when things are changing. And, of course, if you want to interact with me, make suggestions on games I should play. So, until next time, stay adventurous.